Alright, this is my review of the Montane North Star jacket. I'm going to put this on for you guys. I did a review earlier with layering, so I'm going to try to skip a lot of that stuff. I'm wearing my base layer and the jacket. This is what I wore up on the peaks to test the jacket out, and I was comfortable in, I guess, teen weather. It was teens. I never got hot, but never got cold. It did take a while, like 5 to 7 minutes to warm back up after I took the jacket off, and the 40-mile-an-hour winds just basically stole all my body heat. But you're looking at, below zero wind chill factors at those temperatures. Just to give you guys a roundabout, jacket's got a nice long tail. Something I noticed that I did not point out before is jacket has a button, so if you are going to belay somebody or you have a harness hooked up, you can actually button that button back and still have your harness come through your jacket and just still be buttoned up so everything stays nice and tight, versus if you have it unbuttoned, it just it can flop a little more. So I found that to be a nice feature. Something else I did learn about this jacket is the hood. When you are on top of the mountain and you have it zipped up, not only does it work as a nice face mask, but having the hood up to here, a very small area of your face is actually exposed to the wind, and it seems to create, I guess, like a wind barrier, because I did not feel the wind hitting my eyes or anything. I stayed really comfortable with this jacket. I did layer it with the Atom, and when I put the Atom on under this jacket, I was heating up in 3 minutes. I was comfortably warm, and I could feel myself getting warmer, so I never really wore it too much longer. And that was a great layering option in those weather conditions. I'm guessing teens, possibly single digits. Though according to the weather, I didn't have a thermometer and we'd actually check it, but according to the weather, it's supposed to be 9 degrees. I got up at 5 o'clock to go hiking to test jackets, and I sat still for 3 hours just to make sure that there wasn't any residual body heat or something that was cooling me off or they're keeping me warm. The fit of the Montane jacket, or the Dablam, is fairly different. The zipper on this jacket is really easy to use. I did notice that the wind tends to blow under the jacket a little more, just because you can see the fit's not it's not as nice as the Montane in my opinion. But the baffles do okay. I did have cold spots in the wind. I could feel my shoulders would be cool, and my back, when the wind would hit, would get kind of cool, and my face was not nearly as warm as it is wearing the North Star. I mean, the hood jacket, you can kind of duck down in it, but setting just with my head up in the Montane. And this is something else I noticed. These little adjusters, while it seems like a nice idea to have on the inside, I would forget, and they would always be right in my face to flap in the wind, and it's kind of annoying when you don't realize that's going to happen. It's easy to tuck them in, but I'll be honest, it took me 4 tries with heavy gloves on to make sure that I had those in properly, especially with other layers. It's a little easier now when I only have a base layer on, but when you have a couple of layers in there, like just the way that they're designed, they don't want to stay in. Like, well, that time they did, but it just seemed like when I was out in the field that they were constantly flopping out, and it took a conscious effort to push them in. All in all, this jacket, it's okay. It's a little cheaper than the Montane, so if you're looking for a good jacket at a value price, this is definitely the way to go. It's a fair bit cheaper. If you can see the baffles in this jacket, the back, the down can shift a little bit. Like right there's really no down in this jacket, so it's kind of a give and take. You can rearrange it. The North Star, the baffling is drastically different. It takes effort to push the plumes down. Like you can see it almost deflate, like in how long it takes it to push back up. That's because it takes effort to actually force the air out. I didn't get cold spots when the wind was hitting me in the back. I was really comfortable in this jacket. It took a little longer for it to heat up when I did not have the Atom on, but with the Atom it was it was really warm. So one other layering option I guess I could show you guys is if you wanted to go sub-zero weather, Fahrenheit that is, and you know, be really comfortable and not be moving. All of this, I'm looking for a down jacket for so when I'm sitting still, personally. So the Dablam, this is a large. It fits over this jacket quite nicely, and to me this is a good cost saving. I mean, it's cheaper than buying like a nylon jacket or something like that, like something, you know, they're it's not quite as light. You know, if you knew that you were going to have a jacket for those weather conditions, but I can save $300 in the cost or more, I guess, because I got this jacket for 120 or under 120, and that would easily put me down in, you know, below zero for a layering option with down. Well, I guess that's everything. If you guys have any questions about this jacket, the performance, I do think this jacket would be great if you wanted to do snowshoeing and, you know, single digit to negatives. It would be more than enough. Like if you were just going to wear a base layer and this jacket, I think you would be comfortable in, you know, an active, you know, if you're being active like snowshoeing or something like that. If you're being active in like single digit to negative degree weather, I would be more than comfortable in this. And from my understanding, in those temperatures, down is okay. It's not. It's gonna actually. This jacket should breathe. I haven't been able to test that. So if anybody's done something like that, when snowshoeing in single digit weather with this jacket, I would like to hear from you. So I'll just kind of list the pluses and minuses. This jacket is very form-fitting. If you wanted to wear it with just a base layer, you would be good for active weather below 10 degrees Fahrenheit. If you want to be still, you're good down to about probably 15 degrees with the jacket and the base layer. You can add other layers and you get really comfortable. You can probably bring it down to 0 degrees. I'm not sure you're going to go much below zero. You might get into the single digits or a few like the single digit negatives if you have the atom on. I haven't been able to test that, but I'm just sort of speculating. Normally, if it's a calm day, I'm the type of person that I can hike in a t-shirt or just a base layer when it's, you know, 20 degrees, 15 degrees, something like that. It's easy to hike in a base layer. And this is East Coast. West Coast, I mean, I've been outside in short sleeves in 20 degree weather and been comfortable. So anywhere where it's a dry environment, really dry environment, it's to me it's a lot easier to get around or stay warm. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, just let me know.